Well, welcome back to another super secret coffee video here. And if you're not watching this on Coffee, then you're probably watching this on my Discord channel, which is totally cool because I generally post there before I post to my Coffee account. But anyways, to show you the what I've done here, you'll notice some changes already to the character sheet since last time when I showed you what was going on. And between here and there, I have finally fixed some bugs and got the attrition track working properly to fatigue. So if I didn't show that before, I'm going to show it now, but here's what's going on. So first of all, let's go ahead and check off some attrition track without any wounds. So here we go. We got our normal things going on here and our wounds start to track. And we're going to see that we are gaining fatigue, which is great. Now, let's say for some reason we heal a couple bits of fatigue and we don't want to use the newly adapted healing button here. Well, if we click on the fatigue, what do you know? Nothing is added to the fatigue track on the right side, which is fantastic. So I finally fixed that bug and it was super easy. Oh, so simple. It was ridiculous. So that's working there. Now I'm going to go ahead and reduce the skill here that's adding in all these little extra tracks so I can show you another bug that was fixed. And we're going to go to skills. We're going to drop our perseverance rank down to 3. And then from there we go back to stats and we'll see that our perseverance rank for 3 only gives us up to EX level 3. So that's another thing that shows it's working properly, which is a nice little trick here. So to make this faster, we're going to go ahead and add in 30 wounds. We'll say we've been in battle and a couple times and now we haven't had a chance to heal. Well, if we go and add in our attrition track here, we'll see that fatigue is working properly because we've been in too many rounds of combat. And then when we hit a ill-fated red bubble or spiked bubble for the character sheet, you'll see that 2 bubbles are going on properly. So let's go ahead and heal 1 and see what happens when we have to move down a rank. So we're going to go ahead and remove that attrition track again. So we trigger the red, and you'll see now when we trigger the red button, it moves properly, because before I was having issues where a bug would stop it from moving to the next rank, and sometimes it would even open up the XP skill attrition here by accident, but no longer, because I worked out my bugs, at least for here anyways. There might be some other bugs that I'm unaware of right now, and that's where the open beta will come in handy. So as we continue to move down, we see that tracking is working. Our movement has just been reduced by half. Our ability scores have already been reduced by -1 to all areas, and we keep moving up. So let's see what happens here when we have to, we get another hit here. Well, we are now we're suffering here and we only have 2 fatigue left. What happens here? Sure enough, we go ahead and, we move from rank 4 to 5 and our character has unfortunately technically died. So let's go ahead and see about healing. Now we could go through and click all these down if we wanted to, but instead let's click on these new healing attrition and healing fatigue boxes. And if you hover over it, you'll see it says heal attrition. So we go ahead, we got the heal title, heal attrition, heal the following amount. We put in an amount here that we want to heal. So let's say we have some way of healing either through rest or maybe some kind of a potion. I don't think there's a potion that heals attrition. Generally just not fighting, and resting will heal that. But in any event, we'll say we're healing 5 points of fatigue. So we should drop down to the mark 11 here when we heal. And sure enough, it works properly and it doesn't add anything here either. So let's go ahead and check into healing fatigue. So when we heal fatigue, we're going to go ahead and say we've drank a potion, we're technically not dead, and we need to remove, we've rolled 2d6 and we got ourselves 7 healing of fatigue. I know the potion is probably either 1d6 or 1d3, but in any event, there is a funny bug here, and you'll see it in just a second, more than likely. Yeah. Oh, wow, that healed way too much. Wow. Okay, so that's a new bug right there. That's something I'll have to figure out, how to fix that. But anyways, this you are no longer unconscious triggers so fast when healing that I have to figure out a way to stop that message from showing up multiple times, or just get rid of it in general. I might just get rid of it to save some time. But in any event, let's see what happens if we heal 1. Oh, weird. That shouldn't be doing that. But in any event, if we say we have over amount, like if we only have a couple bits of fatigue, but we use a potion and we can heal up to 3, we can just click that, and luckily that takes no ill effects to the character sheet in the background and so on. So in any event, that is where the character sheet is at. It's finally in a great place where I am happy with it, and I would like to open up it to open beta. So in the coming days, I will finally officially release this, and everyone will get a chance to try it out and see how it works. So let's go ahead and heal all the attrition here, and we'll say, since I already know it's at 11, but let's say somehow we can heal 20. Well, there we go. It's all nice and healed. And just for the heck of it, I wonder what happens if I... Oh, look at that. Interesting. If you do it backwards, it doesn't quite work as intended. Interesting. Oh, that should have triggered 2 regardless. But for some reason, probably another little bug. And anyways, you're supposed to follow that track anyways. But technically that is a little bug right there. Let's see what happens when I heal here. Let's say I heal 7. Okay, that worked properly. And if we heal, like, let's say we're going to heal 4, that works properly. And we'll just play around with this a little more. Okay, so what do we have here? We got 6, 5 is 11, 12, 13. Roughly 13 points of fatigue there. There we go. Perfect. So depending on how much fatigue you have and how much you heal, it may or may not be... it might cause a little bug. I'll have to look into that one. But in any event, this is where I wanted to get it to for an open beta. And we have that now. And there is one final thing. I had someone reach out to me recently through YouTube and introduced a little extra thing here. So let's switch this down. If we go to language preferences, I now have the game mostly translated into Polish. A person by the name of Ilan, I don't know how to pronounce it with the accent. There's an upwards tick on the A. Reached out to me and asked if they could help out and donate some time to translate most of the file. So we now have the game pretty much translated into Polish, which is really great. The only problem is some of the words are a little long. So I don't even want to begin to try and figure out how to pronounce experience points in Polish. But the current fix for that is just to stretch out the character sheet. I'm going to reach out to Ilan, however you, again, pronounce the name in Polish correctly, and get some of these words either changed slightly or reduced. I don't know how to shorthand some of the words. So like, for instance, this would be experience points in English. We would just say EX or EXP for experience, and then that's why it's easily able to sit in there. But yeah, we have Polish language as well. So that's super awesome. And I appreciate the person taking the time to go through the file and translate that for me. If anyone else is curious about other languages, I'd be more than happy to work with them to get the languages set up for French, Spanish, German, whatever. Otherwise, I could try ChatGTP and get the languages set up there. We'll see. Having a human do this would be more preferred than using AI. But ChatGTP seems to do a really good job with translating languages. In any event, there you go. So we have the game ready to go. Yeah, you'll also see that some of the items still have English, but that's because the items themselves come from the compendium, and the compendium is only set to English, and there's no way to easily translate those. So that needs to be handled by the user to translate those words themselves. Otherwise, everything else is set to go for Polish players now. All right, thanks so much for watching, and I will see you in the next update.